Hi, Rob from robandphoto.com with a quick look at the Olympus OM2n 35mm film SLR. Before I start though, just a little tip for if you're out there and you find an Olympus OM2n or otherwise on a market stall, at a car boot sale, at a thrift store, at a garage sale, anything like that. If it needs a new battery, or there are no batteries in it, it will appear that the shutter is jammed. So you try and wind it on and it won't let you, and it won't take a picture. You may well be able to move this lever here up to reset, and it might free it, allowing you to take one frame, press the button and move on. But the Olympus OM2n needs a battery in it to work properly. So if you see one and it seems like the shutter's frozen, it's probably okay. Just needs a couple of LR44s which you pop in there, and you never know, that little factor might give you a little bit more bargaining power, because you could say to the seller, well look, it's all jammed up, it doesn't work anymore, but I'll take it for spares and repairs and get it significantly cheaper. This OM2n sports a rather nifty Zuiko f1.8 50mm prime lens on it, but let's start off with the spec of the OM2n. What makes it special is it's a manual focus camera, but it does have manual everything, so you set the aperture, you set the shutter speed using the built-in light meter, but it also has, on auto setting, aperture priority. So all you have to do is select the aperture that you want for the artistic vision you've got, and the camera will automatically put in the correct shutter speed. Another nice little feature with the OM2n is over here where you would normally put your film speed in, so I've got it for 200 at the moment. You can actually use this for exposure compensation, so you can go from +2 to -2 in third of a stop increments, which is very nice indeed. Normal manual wind, we all know that sort of stuff. Then on the front of the camera, on the right hand side, there's our little flash sync port. We've got our shutter delay winder, and this is a nice little touch actually. When you finish the roll, in order to rewind it using the rewind knob, normally you have to press a button on the bottom of the camera, don't you? Well, with the Olympus you don't, you just move that lever. So what that means, if you're working on a tripod, you don't have to take the camera off a tripod in order to change the film. Watch out for loose hot shoes, because that actually will come off. So just make sure it's nice and tight. What I really like about the OM2n is how amazingly big and bright the viewfinder is. I mean, you can't really get an idea from looking through there, but it is a fantastically big viewfinder. It's like you're looking through a shop window. It really is that big and that bright, especially with like a big 50-1.8 on the front. It's incredibly small and light, much smaller and lighter than my Minolta SRT 101. It's a joy to shoot with. Okay, it's no Olympus Stylus Epic or OM2n, but you know, we're talking about an interchangeable lens camera here, and I found it incredibly light. You can just throw it over your shoulder and it's almost like it's not there. This particular one, I got the 50mm 1.8 Zuiko lens, but I also got a couple of Chiron lenses, and these are the Kino precision lenses. Again, if you see these, don't be put off by the fact that it's not an Olympus lens. Chiron were a Japanese lens manufacturer from the 70s and 80s who actually strove to make glass for Olympus, and I think some other manufacturers as well, that was as good as, if not better than, the equivalent Zuiko lenses. Unfortunately, they couldn't keep it up for long because people still preferred buying the original lenses, and so they moved on to different things. So if you see any Chiron or Kino precision lenses, snap them up as well, because they're reputed to be very, very good indeed. And what I've got here is the 28mm f2.8, which is actually significantly bigger than the 50-1.8, and then I've got the 70-150 f4 push-pull macro zoom lens. So it's an f4 constant aperture, a bit slow at 70mm, but at 150mm I'll take f4 any day. As I said before, the OM2n, joy to shoot with. I've put some demo photos on the end of the video. Really small, really light. These things go for a fortune on eBay. They really do. So I probably wouldn't recommend I'm buying one from there. But, you know, look out at those car boot sales. Look out at the thrift stores. the way I got this one, it was actually one of my wife's friends who knew I was into photography and just said, well, look, you might as well have it, I'm not using it anymore. You know, so pass the word around your relatives and friends, the fact that you're into photography, film photography and old cameras, and you never know what they might dig out of their attics and closets and let you get your hands on. I've put a roll of film through this, roll of colour film, looking forward to shoot some black and white with it, and it's just really the size and the weight and the sharpness of the photos that I really like. And of course we have the leather cover. This goes on the camera and it makes you look like one of those guys from the 1970s with the camera all protected up, and yes, very nice indeed. So there we go, the Olympus OM2n, highly recommended. If you see one, again, if it looks like the shutter's frozen, it's probably not, it just needs a couple of batteries in it. Snap one up, get shooting, really enjoy the 35mm film experience from Olympus, and definitely have a good time. Remember, check out robnunphoto.com for lots more videos and reviews. Thanks for watching.